It feels great, man. We're missing those guys, missing their energy, missing being around them, the team. It feels really good. I watched them, give their all against Maryland and Michigan State, and I was just missing being on the court with them and sharing that joy.
What was the last week like for you? Just what you have to go through last week?
It was tough, man. I haven't missed a game in 3 years, due to injury or any other issues other than, that situation that happened, and just not knowing what it feels like, just not knowing like how to handle it, it was really tough for me. Those guys make sure that they message me every day and they come by and they tell me how much they miss me and stuff like that to keep me up, but it was really tough.
You had a day essentially of prep. Was that enough to be ready to go?
Yeah, definitely. I've been here for 3 years now. I've seen a lot of defenses, a lot of schemes. I've seen everything right now. So it's just about dialing, making sure that I know the scouts, know the personnel, and just focusing on how I can help the team both defensively and offensively.
You throw down a pretty impressive dunk early. Was that just a good one to kind of get that energy going?
Yeah, it was really good, man. Trent found me. He does what he does, man. He found me wide open, and I just finished it. It was really good. It was good to bring the energy up, but it's just another dunk, man.
Talk about the difference between the first half and second half, Kofi. Obviously, a big emphasis on getting the ball to you in the post. Right?
Yeah, first half, I just got back. We were filling out the defense. We took a long time to adjust and get the ball going in and get in the right scheme of things. But the second half we came in, guys, we regrouped collectively as a team. We spoke on certain things and spoke on what we need to do in order to win the game. I think second half I just went out there, we executed plays better. We were a little bit more intent defensively, and we got a W.
What if you just, after seeing your team be the top 10 team, just come back and help them win this game? You have a huge impact on it.
It's big time, man. And as Coach says, man, it speaks a lot about the culture, man, that we're building in Illinois, And when a guy goes down, you pick him up. Everybody chips in and give an extra 1%, And that's what those guys did. They sacrificed. We got guys diving on the floor for loose balls, taking charges, just giving their body up, for the ultimate goal, which is to win. So that was incredible by them.
When it's a game, your teammates can't hit an outside shot, slowly but clearly becomes obvious that it's like you got to do it. The ball's gonna go in and it's on you. How much do you just like that? How much does that suit your temperament?
I wouldn't say I like it. I love when my teammates take shots, but whenever that happens, I get that ball. I just feel like my teammates they trust me, obviously, to pass the ball to me, and my coaches believe in me to make the right play. So it's just about having the confidence, to go down there and try to ultimately score the ball or just make the right decisions, whether it's passing it out or passing it out and resealing it or scoring. I just take it on as a challenge. I watched Ayu do it last year. I really enjoy playing with him and watching what he does. So I'm just trying to take on that role where whenever we need a basket, I just calm down and try to get it.
Do you just like DeMonte to come flying in the way he did on that tip back?
Yeah, man. I always expect DeMonte in those situations. He's big time, man. He's a bought-in player, man. And he's really bought into the culture, and he sacrifices a lot. And I don't think people realize it. What he does for this team, both on and off the court.
We had two freshmen in there in crunch time. Just how important were those two? Just maybe playing some key minutes there late in the game.
It was really important, man. We emphasize, like I said, the next man up, stepping up. You never know when your shot it's going to be your shot. The other day was Ben. He didn't know that was going to happen. So it's just about just being ready, man. Whenever challenge comes, taking the challenge up head on and just doing your best.
Did it almost seem like a home game for you guys with the crowd there?
Yeah, it was a home game, man. Those fans, they're electric, man. They pick us up. They give us the energy that we need every time that we come here, and it's just unbelievable.
Did you notice how the student section shut up after your first dunk?
I didn't notice that.
Kofi, you're halfway through Big Ten play. You guys are top of standings. What have you learned about this team through all that you've been through so far?
That's our grit, and obviously like how deep we are, Like I said, one guy come out, we lost Bello in the beginning of the year. Fonzo stepped up, I went down, Ben stepped up, and Juan stepped up. It's just about how deep we are and how connected we are as a team. I think everybody wants to win. Every one of the guys wants to win, and that's the best thing that they can ask for as a coach and as a player, to have everybody bought into winning, and not themselves. You know what I'm saying? So.
Is there a different level of joy when you see RJ and Brandy kind of do what they did today, the dunk, and then Grant hits that three? It just seems like there's a whole bunch of smiles on that bench when something like that happens.
It's different, man, because we see it every day in practice, and we know how good those guys are, you know. And whenever they get the shot to go out there and do that on the court, on a bigger level, on a bigger stage against other dudes, we're just so happy for them, man, because we know what they're capable of doing, and they don't usually get the chance because of they're freshmen, they're learning stuff, and coach has his way of coaching and stuff. So whenever they get that shot, it's always great to see them do it.
Kofi,
How did you feel last week?
I felt good, man. I felt great. You know, I tried to keep my mind right. You know, just ready to get back. I was anxious, and whenever I got the chance to get back on the court, I just tried to put in that work. You know, make sure I was ready for today.
What was it like at home last Friday and then sitting on the bench on Tuesday?
You know, it was a lot of focus, man. You know, I was really dialed into the games. I'm just watching. You know, and when I was on the bench, if you saw, I had a lot of energy. You know, it was just like a lot of pride. You know, just watching those guys battle and play the way they play.
Kofi, were you glad to start getting some whistles? You're drawing like just about 7 fouls a game, and it could have been a lot more. So.
Yeah, man, I'm happy, man. You know, the refs made the right calls. You know, I tried my best to draw fouls. That's a big part of what I do. So it was really good getting those calls.
Kofi Coleman's seen his playing time go down a little bit, and he didn't play in the second half. What does he need to do to impact this team like he can?
I think Coleman's doing a really good job. You know, Coach saw something that he thought he needed to do, and Coleman accepts it. Coleman, he's about winning, you know, and whenever he gets his chance, he's going to come in and pick us up however he can. You know, Coleman's an incredible player, you know, when he's put in the situations, and he's going to continue to be good until he gets his shot to, you know, play a lot more and, you know, do more things.
Had you ever dealt with an issue like this, concussion-wise, before,
No.
and did it scare you about, look, how's this going to go, like, especially after what happened with Bella?
It didn't scare me. My whole thing was just about staying positive, you know, staying ready to come back whenever I could. That was my first concussion, so I wasn't really scared about it. You know, just trying to stay ready, you know, keep my body ready.
Kofi, do you remember in the Purdue game in the first half when we were giving this signal to DJ Carson to call? Was that because of Iki hooking, or was it because he hit you in the head?
Because he hit me in the head.
Okay, now I know. I wrote it wrong. I'll correct it.
Kofi, coach doesn't dial up too many fadeaway 17-foot jumpers for you. Is that a shot you feel comfortable taking?
Yeah, I work a lot of my shots, you know. I try to do what coach asked me to do, you know. So I don't really shoot that a lot. I try to lean to my strengths. But whenever I get a chance to do that, you know, I practice it, I work on it, and I feel comfortable doing it.